We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. Muscles him off. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, he's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Murray, left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Throwing on first down is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray now. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's coming.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shoot. Out. Flip it. Easy. Let him go.
Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cardinals get first down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. This is first and goal from about the 8. Jameis to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. On second and goal, Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check three, check three, check three. Flip it, flip it, flip it. '43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. Easy, 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 easy. Hey. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Mike.
Now Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I got you, punk. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Say we got man. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Easy. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Take it up.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 33 and a first.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? Blue wave. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check 43.
On second down now, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that? Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Murray, this is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Murray, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Murray going to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To throw is Murray. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on second down. Murray, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
17, guys.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. He may try and run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Bucs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, Sunday.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here we go, even. Easy.
43.
First down, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Gywu. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
5 on the 50. Easy.
After the penalty, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready. Black 22.
Check 53. Let's go, Heavy.
White.
Tell me what you got.
5-0.
Give me some.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
53's mine. Check 53's mine. Hey, come on.
3rd and long for Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He was able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go, here we go. 49, check 49.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mike. You go night. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
On second and 12, Winston. The left side completion to Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Yeah. You don't want to go.
On third down, Winston. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a third one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long, Murray from his end zone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Murray, and this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready. Move ready. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Wait, time.
On first and 10, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And they open the lead up now to 25. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Murray now to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Defense wins championships, baby.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
53. Mike 53.
Quarterback, don't get nervous. Easy.
Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? White 25. Here we go, here we go. Easy. Hey.
Motion.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And they try to sweep to Jones. What a spin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Ready? Black 22. White.
I'm on. Check 50.
Flip it.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Johnny. Check the backer. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They come up in an offset eye. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
3rd and goal, Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this rather of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 61 yards. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. To try again after the sack. Murray. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And you hate to say it with a rookie. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the Bucs. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well, you know.